Hey, we're back. So today is January 6th. We're calling it day 4, night 3. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that part out. Last night was my third night of venturing into the adventure of the BOEE or OBE, the OB, out of body experience experiment. We got some good news. We got some forward momentum. Definitely not an out of body experience, but absolutely, without a doubt, a true lucid dream. And so let's take it back. So last night, I also tried something different. I actually listened to some binaural beats, which was also part of the movie that I watched. I talked about in the first video. A friend of mine who I've been kind of sharing this adventure with, Kirk, who's also my partner in my other YouTube channel, watched the video after I shared it with him, and then he sent me like a YouTube. He's like, "Hey, check out this binaural beats video." There's a bunch of them out there. I'm a little bit skeptical in the sense, not skeptical necessarily, but I am untrustworthy of random people on YouTube, and who knows what they're putting onto these audio things for me to just listen to as I'm going to sleep. And so part of me is like a little bit like, I don't know if I just want to put stuff in my subconscious from some guy somewhere. You never know what other people's agendas are. But nonetheless, I thought I'd give it a shot. This one was pretty basic, and it was basically just, I don't know. I'll put a link to the video in the comments or in the description. But so I did go to sleep listening to this. Did my usual. I went to bed pretty late. Did I was in and out of sleep for a while. Nothing really happened. I mean, I was kind of having trouble going to sleep. I had these kind of things going on in my ears, these binaural beats. And then I eventually drifted off. And I wasn't having a lucid dream. I was having a regular dream. I kind of don't even remember it at this point. But then suddenly I realized that like I was dreaming, and I was like in a backyard, and I was kind of chasing after somebody, which would make sense because I was probably chasing after this lucid dream or chasing after the out of body experience. That was my brain, my body saying that. And then I realized I was there in the dream, and it was nighttime, and I was in a backyard, and not my backyard though. There are a lot of similarities, but more of a big open field, and the ground was kind of like gravel, but like wet gravel in a good way. Like I was having an imprint in it. I could feel where my feet were in the ground, and I was running, and I was picking up the pace. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the dream. I'm here. I did it. This is a lucid dream. Definitely not an out of body experience, but definitely a dream that I was very aware. In fact, at that point, I started to recognize, I was like, oh, I could feel my body starting to wake up. And I was like, no, stay here. And I chose to stay there in the dream. And I could kind of feel, I could hear myself breathing. I could hear my body. It was actually pretty interesting. And then so I started picking up the pace of my walk, and I was like, wait, this is a lucid dream. I can fly. I can use my mind to fly. And I had this thought of, okay, here it goes. This is what it's going to be like. And I started flying, like literally from there. I picked up, and I have to say, it was really, really clear. It was a different feeling than most dreams I can remember anytime recently. I flew up above this tree line. I looked, it wasn't a super clear night. There was no moon, as you know, it might be like the perfect scenario, but it was almost like it was here where I lived last night. So I had taken the garbage, I had taken the recycling out before I went to bed. So I know what it was like outside. And again, I'm not saying this was an out of body experience, but there was obviously some reflection of my actual experience in this dream. But I was 100% there. I was intentionally flying up. I flew up over these clouds, over this tree line, and I just looked over the land. And then I had this urge to fly to a friend's house, and as soon as I kind of went to the right to fly there, I woke up, and I did it. So here we go. Night 3, day 4 is the report. I'm going to call it night 3. Night 3, no out of body experience, but definitely a lucid dream. Which again, as I mentioned in my first video, I really don't have. I mean, I've had them before, but not like this. This was probably my most potent lucid dream. And I don't know if it's a combination of the 3 days of working on the visualization before bed / mantra of I'm out of my body, and or the binaural beats, or a combination of all three. I don't know, but whatever. It was pretty awesome. And so I'm excited to see what day 4 brings. I will also share that I had really in the morning and throughout the rest of the night, I had really great dream recall. And that was something else that the guy William had mentioned in his initial interview when he first started trying the dream recall. Like my dream, I had like a really long dream, and I remembered most of it in pretty great detail when I woke up. So these are my findings so far. Day 3, the OBEE, the OB continues. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks.